Hey there guys, it's DJ Slope here and this is the Game Lords. The name was Larry's choice, by the way. So what is the show? The Game Lords are 4 YouTubers. That's myself. We have Kim Justice.
Yep.
Yep. We have Larry Bundy Jr.
Hello, you.
And we have Nostalgia Nerd.
Hello there.
Every so often we jump on Skype, we talk crap for a few hours, but now we've decided to record it and let you guys listen in. We might chuck in a few current topics in gaming as well. So yeah, here we are. This is the first episode, or maybe the pilot episode, not too sure yet, of the Game Lords. How are we all doing, guys?
Splendid. Most excellently.
Peachy creamy.
Yeah. So I suppose I'll start off then. What's everyone been playing? What have people been buying recently? It's always a bigger list from Larry. What have you been buying and playing?
What have I been buying? Let me think. I've been playing Battlefield 1 mostly online, just for no reason at all. But that's what I've been buying. What gaming wise I've been buying.
Yeah.
I bought.
What's on your shopping list, like?
What am I intending to buy, or what have I bought recently?
Well, whatever. I don't know.
I don't know.
What have you been? What game stuff? What game stuff have you been buying? Video games, consoles.
I don't know. I've been just buying stuff that's cheap and took my fancy. I bought a copy of Jersey Devil on the PS1.
All right.
Ah, cool. I vaguely remember that game.
Yeah,
it's a
just
rubbish 3D platformer, isn't it?
Oh, thank you. You could have told me that before I spent £7 in it, but you know.
It is by Ocean Software. I mean.
Oh. There you go. Then this one. Well, it's in the PS1 era of Ocean when they're just snapping up licenses they had nothing to do with anymore.
Yeah.
So yes, so I bought that. So yes, and I accidentally won a Dyson Airblade as well.
You accidentally won one?
Well, I thought I had to put a couple of little bid in for it for a laugh, and I didn't expect to win. So yeah, I've always wanted one because I think they're cool. So I won one.
Are they the circular ones which just blow out a stream of constant air?
It's the ones that you put your hands in, the yellow rubber thing.
Oh, you mean the hand dryers?
Oh,
yeah.
Those things.
You bought like a bog hand dryer.
Yeah.
Why have you bought a bog hand dryer?
How much did this accidentally cost you?
£50.
Fuck.
Where you go put it in your bathroom?
Well, it just runs off a plug. Just a standard plug.
You have like at the front door for when guests come in.
Yeah, I know. Maybe.
Just for sanitisation. Put that there. Put some rubbing alcohol as well.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I have a wee. I don't have to wipe off anything now. I just put it in there. So
Excellent.
Teasers in it and see if they float.
I want to stick my head in there as well. See if I can suck up all the.
You've got to have one very
sweat.
skin planky head to fit it in there, sure.
Is this second
it's
hand?
not that.
Oh no, of course they're about £1,000 brand new.
So this is out of some dirty Weatherspoons or something.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Some sort of restaurant that's closed down or something because it's got a load of them for sale. So, but yeah, so I bought one.
Amazing! What a random thing to buy.
I'm always doing
If you have like house parties now, then all your guests it'll be just like they're in the pub.
Just
Or
shed
it'll be
loads
just
of them
like
round
they're
the
at
wall.
They're well loud as well, aren't they?
They're
Not
not
really.
too old. They got
No,
small...
loud. They're loud. They're like, they're just
Yeah, they are very
screaming.
I was in like a restaurant the other day and they had like a rip-off one and they took my hands off. It was so fierce.
Yeah, no. Well, they're really, really strong. I mean, you can see your skin sort of peeling off upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It forces the water off, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you leave your hands in there too long, and it turns out it's a couple of skeleton fans, wouldn't they?
So that's going to be a pretty unique unboxing video.
Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and thumbs up for epic Dyson
Hand dryers.
Let's see if we can get to 2,000 likes on this one.
You're going to have to do a whole teardown of it and everything, like just see how it works on the inside.
That would be interesting. I'd like to see that.
Maybe I could do like they do like random fads like the really, really hot red hot knife. I could put like will it dry, and I could put wet things in there like
Sort of like piss covered toilet tissue or something.
yeah, I don't know, an ice cube or something.
Well, if it is coming from like an old Weatherspoons, it's probably already nicely piss covered.
How is that
Someone
the first thing that
stick it.
springs to mind? A piss-covered toilet tissue.
Oh, it's because what he does in there, isn't he? He just pulls his trousers down and just spins in a circle till he's finished.
Yeah, of course. All the time.
I'm known for. What about you, Kim? What have you been buying? You got to top that.
I don't think
Have you
I've...
got one of
playing
them,
or-
you've got one of them tower ones, tower hand dryers?
Yeah, let's just talk about what hand dryers we bought.
hand dryers. Best hand dryers we've ever used in pubs, clubs and bars.
I got a
2017's top 10.
I got a big
five.
pack
Watch
of
Mojo.
paper towels.
So yeah, I can't top a Dyson Airblade, that's for sure. Games wise, I have been buying stuff off the sale. I bought Super Hot, which is really freaking good.
Super hot. Super
hot.
hot.
Super hot. Is that going to be the rest of the podcast now for the next minutes?
Impressions of Super
Fade it
Hot.
out, yeah.
But no, I've that's the only game that I've bought from the Steam sale that I've actually played. I've also been playing a lot of Half-Life.
The original Half-Life.
Yeah, the original Half-Life 2, a couple of other things. Played a little bit of Black Mesa as well. I've just been kind of on a Valve kick. Both for...
Good kick to be on.
Rise and shine, Mr. Justice. Rise and shine.
So yeah, there's been that, plus Rocket League. I keep on playing that lately when I don't have anything else to do, or if I'm bored.
Yeah, it's a nice little 5-minute thing, isn't it? So.
Yeah, it's still really freaking popular. I mean, it's been out, 2 years now? 2.5?
That's it. That long.
I think so, yeah. So it's like 2015, and there's still you go on there and it's still got 100,000 or so people online.
Well, they're doing crossovers now, aren't they? So it's not just playing people on PC. You can play against people on Xbox Live and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's coming out on the Switch as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to keep it going. It's a bloody good game though, so not really a surprise.
I hate it because I'm bad at it. And that's it. It's just one of those games, it's the same with, playing first-person shooters online. I just don't get any enjoyment out of the fact where I just constantly fail. And I'm like, well, that was crap.
You just
Well,
get people who are so good, don't you? Who have just been practicing it all day.
I don't know. Sometimes I still come up against teams and that who don't even know what to do at the kickoff.
Oh, really?
And it's like, oh, free goal, thank you.
They're probably kids, aren't they? Probably 5-year-olds who have just jumped on.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'm winning. I'm whipping these guys up.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, 10-0. I'm so good. I'm the best. I'm the best there ever was. Going to go professional, and then next game it's just like, okay, maybe not.
Cool. And what about you, Nostalgia Nerd? Is that the best way to call you? Nostalgia Nerd, Pete?
Oh, I don't care. Whatever you like. Nerd, Nostalgia Nerd. Not really.
Mr. Nerd.
No, nerd.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is that written on your credit card as well? Ed Nerd.
I'm not allowed credit cards anymore.
Oh dear.
Well, I'm allowed to use PayPal, so.
Yeah, PayPal's
Same
great
thing.
because it's just anyone can just get involved, can't they?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I don't know. I think I'm going to do a Larry because, I haven't really been playing a lot of games, but I did get a cracking coffee subscription.
A coffee subscription.
Yeah.
Oh,
You get
very fancy.
a coffee pack.
Oh,
every
coffee.
14
It's a big
days.
coffee subscription.
I thought you said copy. Yeah.
No, coffee. Coffee
Oh,
beans.
Oh, is it that thing you get that little funnel thing to stick it in with some paper and make your own tea? It's like a dripped coffee.
You can get them. This is like just a bag of beans they send me, and I just chuck it in the
Is
machine.
it like a loot crate for coffee?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Although you open it and it's always the same contents, pretty much.
Everything's
It's
a
beans.
thing, yeah.
Too good for instant, then. Huh?
Oh, I can't drink instant. Instant tastes like, I don't know, sewer water.
I love instant. I'm all about instant, and I hate grounded coffee. It tastes like cigarettes to me.
Oh, lovely.
Tastes like dirt to me. That's true because it was ground this morning.
Nice.
All coffee pretty much tastes like that to me, I have to say.
Oh, you got to have the ground stuff because that's got more caffeine in it. What's the point of drinking coffee? It doesn't give you a bloody jolt.
Yeah, that's true. Do you remember that stuff they had a few years ago about nitro stuff?
Oh yeah, that guava infused.
Yeah, it was like the equivalent of 8 cups of coffee or something.
Yeah. Just gave me the shits, personally.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
When?
just jumping up and down the toilet seat. Yeah.
I think if I drank a coffee now, it would firebomb my guts. So yeah, I haven't drunk it in years.
Yeah, that's how you can tell, but it's not actually that great for you, can't it? Isn't? Because if you just stop drinking it and then start again, it's just like,
You've got your own chain of coffee houses around your way, haven't you, Kim? The Chibo ones.
Chibo ones?
Yeah, TSIBO.
Oh, those are long gone, I think.
Are they? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there used to be one in town centre, but that hasn't been there for years.
Oh, okay. That shows how much I've been down there.
I was kind of Chibo. I always used to call it Takibo.
I tell you what, I've been playing a game actually. I got a Switch and I've been playing the new Zelda
I'm a big
game.
fan of the Switch.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. That is a very good game, isn't it?
It is.
You think?
I think it's marvelous.
Why you sound so surprised?
Oh no, everyone seems to
opinion.
love it, and I just don't really understand the absolute love. I almost feel like it's Nintendo fans have never seen an open world game before, because everything I'm playing in this, it was a good game. I enjoyed it. 6 or 7 out of 10 for me. Like, I completed it, but I mean, all of those little, I don't know what they're called, those shrines. Those shrines you go in, every single one was exactly the same, like looking exactly the same. You expect something to be a little bit more nicer, you know. It's a huge world, but there's lots of nothing, you know.
Yeah. I see what you mean. I mean,
Well,
I'm
that's
just
what real life's like. You walk around for a while, there's lots of nothing.
Well, I don't know. It's just like, you know. Like,
occasionally
Why get a
stumble into a
Switch then?
shrine.
Oh, yeah, well.
I mean, you know, you see
You
it.
break into a
Everyone's like,
church, you have to do a Rubik's Cube or something.
so you can go in, you can go anywhere, you can climb up any wall, and all these Nintendo fans getting really excited about it. I'm like, well, yeah, they've been doing that since the Xbox One with like Assassin's Creed, Uncharted games, and what does he look like? He just walks next to a grey texture and just does the exact same motion going up. It just looks a little bit.
I mean, this is like the first modern game I've played since the new Tomb Raiders. So
Oh right.
I'm quite excited by it because I don't normally dabble in the world of the new. So
It's one of those things. I think it's just got so much hype. So for me, it's knocked it back a bit. Where if I went in there and it wasn't a Zelda game and it was exactly the same, I'd probably maybe like it a bit more. But it's just because I don't understand why everyone else loves it so much. Because I'm like, am I playing a different game? Like, you know.
I don't play many open world games, so it probably, if I played it, I imagine it'd probably get me going for a little while. I just find that it's kind of, as you said, like, you always have loads of like side things to do and level up your character, who probably should be fairly skilled as it is. And it's like every game seems to do that, and I find it very boring after a while.
Yeah.
It's just like
The old grinding lark.
every game nowadays seems to do that same thing. It's like, oh yeah, you've got to level up this and learn new skills, and I get it. But it means you end up having to just screw around a lot instead of just directly going through a story. And I kind of miss more games doing that.
Well, you've got very linear games.
Yeah, or just a bit more
do
linear.
like it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being linear.
No, it's nice to have like a clear objective and then just play to get there, isn't it? And you know what you're doing.
I mean, that's
and
what I
it's
love
just-
about the Half-Life games.
Yeah.
I enjoy replaying them.
Well, I suppose, like I say, but that Assassin's Creed game, that was very much open world. But I always felt at the time, I wasn't a fan of it as soon as it came out, because I almost felt like it was taken over from Prince of Persia, and that was a lot more linear. And I think those original Prince of Persia games were like bloody. They still are. They're really, really good. There's a reason I bought an original
classic.
expert. Yeah, good game. But yeah. And then for me, what I've been playing, obviously a lot of Theme Hospital, Theme Park. I actually done the HD remake, HD mod, sorry, of Theme Hospital. That was pretty damn good. Really enjoying playing through that again.
Have you played Theme Hospital? Have you been playing the open source one, the new one?
No.
There's like an open source Theme Hospital which is all HD. I can't remember what it's called.
I think that's the same thing we're talking about. Yeah.
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
a mod. You have to buy the game on, like, say, GOG or something, and then install the stuff into that. Yeah. I think we're talking about the same thing. It's bloody good. You can like zoom all the way out, so it's almost like Supreme Commander, see all of your entire hospital, and then zoom into that area and stuff. Yeah, it's really, really cool. But yeah, it's Theme Hospital. I bought it because I needed to research it again and capture some footage, and got really, really into it.
It's a very good game.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Other than that, what else have I been playing? A little bit of Sega Forever, but a very little bit. We'll get into that, I suppose, in a little bit. It's one of the topics.
Oh, yes.
And sadly, I've been playing a bit of Crazy Taxi Gazillionaire. In fact, I'm literally got it in my hand right now.
Is that the mobile version?
Yeah.
Oh god.
So, with Crazy Taxi, you got to have like crazy stunt driving. You got to have that crazy narrator guy, hey, and you got to have some Offspring, and all this has got going for it is Offspring. But with that said, I haven't been able to put it down, and I've probably watched about, dare I say, 1,000 adverts to unlock the artwork that I want to see. That is literally it. But it's not a good game.
You're probably self-funding the entire game.
I probably am. I'm not even joking. I think when you pick up the phone for the first time, say that day, it's been like a day since you've last picked it up. You have all of this extra money. You want to double it. So that's more adverts. And then you want to scratch off scratch cards. There's like 7 adverts per scratch card. And eventually I think you watch about 20 to 30 adverts every time you play the game. So they're not taking money from you, but
have you bought anything from any of those adverts?
No, I've accidentally clicked them a few times, so they've earned some money. No, I don't want to bloody download. And they're all Uber. Most of them are all Uber taxi like bloody adverts, which is a bit. Well, like
ridiculous. Book a taxi now.
Yeah.
What's it? Because that's what you're going to be doing if you're playing a game, isn't it?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It's meta.
It's focused advertising, clearly.
Yeah, it's meta as well. Yeah.
But other than that, I'm just waiting to buy the new Data Disc records, which I'm quite excited about.
But that's not a game.
Oh,
it is a hand drive, is it?
It's not a hand drive either.
It's not as exciting as a coffee subscription, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Altered Beast Data Disc record.
Live from your grave.
Your grave.
Never give up.
There you go. Okay, so we were a little bit late on this, but E3's come and gone.
Us?
Yeah, it's been and gone.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
What do we
I know
Somewhere.
nothing about E3, so
Right, okay.
nothing at all.
Don't you ever sit up and watch them then? Don't you ever watch the live things or anything?
I do.
I didn't. I don't ever bother to watch the conferences, but I do see what happened in them if there were any decent highlights. And I've been kind of running down the highlights for Retronauts and like seeing all the stuff. I mean, yeah, there are a few things that are exciting. I just find the whole press conference stuff to be kind of
dull.
Yeah, dull, faceless, and corporate a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah.
No, it fully is. I get quite suckered into it. I really get excited when E3 comes out. It's like a nerd's Christmas. I'm really, really into it.
That's Sonic Mania, and like, was that at E3? They unveiled like a long trailer and like
a longer trailer than I think they actually showed it off last year. They definitely showed it off last year at some Sonic. I'm
a year behind. There was a lot of cheering, which went with it, and people seemed very enthusiastic, which looked lovely.
Has anyone got that coming?
I pre-ordered it from Amazon last year when I first done it. Somebody here told me they're going to be selling out instantly, but they're still for pre-order. So
they're not.
Yeah, there's only Xbox One for pre-order, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the only one left. That PlayStation's been sold out for a long time. I've done the same thing, but then now I want to play all my games on the Switch, and I've actually got the PlayStation 4 and the Switch version coming. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this PlayStation 4 one. I might just cancel it.
I want the Switch one, but
why do you want the Switch version now? What's wrong with you people?
Because I have a Switch. I like it.
I know, but when you get PS4, PS4's a better version though. It's going to be higher resolution. And
I haven't got a PS4 though, so that's going to be a bit of a problem.
Spending this bloody money on coffee. PS4, your mad new internet money now you're earning from.
All right, Mr. Dyson Airblade.
Yeah, just because you've got your hand dryer now, jeez.
Yeah, you're just jealous of me because I got dry hands.
We're all sitting here soaking wet hands, and you're over there, bone dry.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, I wish I had a Dyson Airblade next to me.
Just surrounded by kitchen towels.
You have to use old-fashioned thing. You have to use those green paper towels, like a pleb.
Just dry hands on money.
So yeah. You didn't watch it then. So did anyone have any standout games from E3?
A remake of Shadow of the Colossus. That's what I'm most looking forward to.
But I've never played it, so I'm
remake.
Give that a go.
Yeah, a remake. Yeah.
Well, it's a good way to get some money back from The Last Guardian, I suppose, as well.
Well, actually, that's a remaster. The last one was a remaster, so
yeah,
which is a remake of a remaster. Remaster make.
Yeah, reception. Yeah. So yeah,
still gets lots of play though, so fair enough.
A bit defeat that The Last Guardian was a bit crap. So
I've never actually played it. I just know it costs lots of money.
What was that, Dan?
I had it, got rid of it.
Oh, did you finish it?
No, far from. I was like, this is shit.
God, he's so negative, Dan. First Zelda, now this.
I know. Well, at least he's positive about air dryers. So
Yeah.
I don't think it was for me in the first place. It's just one of those things that, there's so much hype around the Last Guardian. It's going on for so long. And I'm like, hey, you know what, maybe this will be good. I'm like, nah, it's not. But it was like different things, though. So you want him to do an action. You're trying to get that dog-bird thing to do an action. And you realise it's not doing it. I'm like, why is he not doing it? I'm literally standing in front of him and he's just looking at me like gormlessly. And I'm pushing the button and I'm pushing it harder and I'm getting angry. And I run around a bit and he comes up and follows me a bit more and I push it and he does it. And then I realise, it's because he's not in a confined space here, so his little animation thing won't work over there. It'll only work here. Because I'm like, well, that's fucking crap.
That's annoying, isn't it?
Do you think you'd appreciate these games more if you avoided the hype? Or...
Yeah, possibly, but I'm all about the hype.
You love the hype.
Well, you've avoided all the hype of E3, Pete. So how are you excited? What are you excited about?
Well, I just sit here reading your Sinclair magazines all day. I haven't got a clue what goes on outside.
It's still 1985.
This is coming out?
It's still 1985 where you are.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I knew about the Spectrum Next.
Yeah,
That was about it.
just drinking my can of Quattro here. So.
You always imagine like if you could travel back in time and take like a PlayStation 4 back to someone that only ever had like
Jesus.
an Amiga or something. That's the world you're living in.
That would,
You've just got a Switch. You've gone forward from like a Commodore to a Switch.
I remember watching the intro cutscene to Destruction Derby. I'm thinking, wow, I wonder what if graphics will ever be this good.
Yeah.
And they look absolutely shit now. The intro.
I know.
I got that from
I played it. I was like, whoa, this is like a real car. This is
Yeah.
amazing.
I got that from International Superstar Soccer Pro. It was like, this is just like real watching football on the telly.
Yeah, so it's like the television.
With the commentary and everything. The commentary looks like Scorchio! Just like pure Alan fucking Partridge.
Go.
Not much different, to be fair.
Twat.
It's liquid football.
Yeah.
It may as well have been ripped from the day-to-day. So funny.
What about you, Kim? Anything E3 stand out for you?
Yes, there are a few things. I did get quite intrigued by Microsoft making such a big deal out of Xbox coming to Xbox One as in original Xbox.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Backwards compatibility,
Yeah, it's quite cool. I mean, that's certainly not something that's going to change the Xbox One's fortunes, probably. But I thought, hey, fair play to actually keeping your old classics alive. I mean, because it's crazy to think that they've been around for 15 odd years now. So they're going
to have to re-up and open up all the old game servers as well, won't they, for this?
Well, yeah, I'd have thought so, because I mean...
Because they advertised Crimson Skies, and that's what everybody wanted to play.
Yeah, I mean, that's online. So, yeah purely. And obviously, I'd probably do that for, like, old Halo or whatever. Games-wise...
Well, it's only Halo 2 that was online, wasn't it, for the original Xbox?
Wasn't Halo 1 online?
No, it was off. It was that LAN game.
Oh... I thought both Halo 1 and 2 were.
Oh no,
Xbox Live.
just 2 was. That's why everyone was looking forward to it, because you could play it online front
Oh, I see.
enjoying a room.
But you had that though, didn't you, in the Master Chief collection? I mean, I'm not a Halo fan, but yeah, you had it in the Master Chief collection.
Oh, you could play online on that. Okay.
I assume so. Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
you could try
Crimson Skies. Yeah, I mean the servers for that one have long been off.
I used to love playing Splinter Cell. That was great fun online on the original Xbox.
Uh-huh.
I didn't play on my original Xbox Online.
No, I didn't. That was all kind of a bit obscure. It was like PCs went online, but Xbox, it was a bit bizarre.
But it was really strange. I felt the same. It was weird to take your Xbox online, but I've been playing my Dreamcast online loads. Like,
Yeah, it's weird. It was a Microsoft product as well, so you think it's a good fit. But
I'll bet they announced Dreamcast backwards compatibility, because it's so easy to do. It's all PC based as well. So,
oh man, Whew, I would love that.
And I'm going to play some Choo Choo Rocket.
Yeah, I was just thinking Choo Choo.
Playing Choo Choo Rocket online, and it was definitely the first game I ever had where you pushing those back. Well, there's only 2 back buttons on the Dreamcast controller, but you can make it say different things like "Are you okay?" and all that sort of thing. It's awesome. I bought a keyboard for that. I did the Dreamcast keyboard, and then I saw them all in Poundland, so I bought a whole box of them, and I've still got them all. I'll give them out as Christmas presents.
Oh, don't
another keyboard.
Yeah, don't go to Dan's house. I'm going to give you a bloody keyboard again.
I do like the Dreamcast keyboards. They're quite nice.
Yes, like an old-fashioned sort of PC sort of style.
Yeah.
Clacky, aren't they?
What do they plug into the controller port?
Yeah, in the front, yeah.
Did you not buy a mouse ever?
Yeah, I've got a mouse.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I used to play Quake 3 on there, and everybody used to play with a joypad. But as soon as they released the keyboard and mouse, everybody who's playing with a joypad just got decimated.
Yeah, that's just. It's not much of a contest suddenly.
Oh, yeah.
Are you going to say what games that you was really into other than the Xbox?
Games-wise, I do like the look of the upcoming Wolfenstein.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Wolfenstein.
Oh, yeah, I saw a bit of that, actually.
Yeah.
It does look good.
Well, I like that it's finally kind of going to America. That's kind of an interesting direction to take things, because until now it's pretty much all been Europe. So,
Yeah.
No, mainland.
Or in Germany.
Yes, in Germany and
Jawohl.
assorted areas. And yeah, I thought the New Order was really bloody hard, but so good. And I like that it's kind of a bigger thing than ever now, after so long, Wolfenstein. So yeah, hoping for big things from that one. And I guess as well, that Mario XCOM thing, that was it, Mario Rabbids.
Oh, Rabbids, yeah.
I mean, I thought Nintendo generally did pretty well this year, although they didn't have like a proper conference. Them and like Ubisoft.
They haven't done for a few years though, have they?
Yeah, they normally just do their direct things, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy on YouTube called Rabid Luigi, isn't there? He must have thought, they're ripping me off. Just see the look on his face.
Oh. That's where they got the idea.
Yeah, but they teased, didn't they, Metroid Prime 4 finally, but it's not being done by Retro Studios, from what I understand.
No, I can't remember who it's been done by, because they're doing that and they're doing a remake of Metroid 2 for the 3DS.
Yeah, the Metroid series is one of those series that, for me, that I never played, and it's one, I'm going to try and get into, like Metal Gear Solid. There's another one that I never played, and maybe I'll get into them one day. And I just finally, bit the bullet and played Super Metroid a couple of years ago, and absolutely fell in love with it.
Yeah,
and I was
same.
like begging for a new, like that sort of Metroidvania type game, and this sort of is that, but I really want it pixelated. I'm not a big fan of the I don't know what it is, like the polygon 2D games.
Did you not play Axiom Verge the other day?
No, I do need to play Axiom.
Oh, I got to play that.
That will definitely fill your urge.
Yeah, I need to play that game.
I was very similar to you in that regard. I never played Super Metroid back in the day, and yeah, like a couple of years ago, like about 3 years ago, I thought, well, I'll just play Super Metroid, and it became one of my favourite games ever. The way it was made.
You're a Sega kid then, Kim?
Pretty much. I mean, I did have a SNES, but I only had a few games for it. Like, for years, or for like the first year, I think I only had Street Fighter 2 for it. Yeah, they were way more expensive.
Were they more expensive?
65 quid, some of them.
Yeah, round about. They were a good 15, 20 quid more sometimes than the Mega Drive games.
But they were bigger cartridges, so, value for money.
Yeah.
Extra plastic.
And cardboard
Yeah, but they're
boxes
less
that
plastic because you get the cardboard box, don't you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, crappy boxes, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to look at them before they crumble.
God.
Yeah.
Like the first time we open them, you get that funny little fold in the corner, don't you?
Yep.
No, I ended up buying a Super Wild Card because I couldn't be bothered to pay all those prices. So I was just going down to Blockbusters, renting loads of games and then copying them and taking them all back. And I was like, yeah, I finished them. What? Yeah.
Some more.
Yeah.
Go. Did anyone see the game, the Last Stand? I think it was maybe an Ubisoft game.
No.
I did not.
No, it was a Microsoft actually. Sorry, it's Microsoft. It looked incredible. It looks really, really nice. Cinematic platformer looking game. Beautiful, very lots of particle effects and all that sort of thing. But the actual characters are very pixelated, like overly pixelated. So it's like they're pixelated, but in a very realistic world almost, but futuristically realistic world. So Obviously I'm well excited for that one. Definitely check the trailer out for that because that looks really good. Obviously the new Ori and the Blind Forest game. I'm going to be all about that. That first Ori game's possibly in my top 3 games of all time. Like I was obsessed with that first game. Like I'm so into it. That's like for me the ultimate Metroidvania game. I love it. And Spider-Man. I'm well up for Spider-Man because I love Batman, Arkham Knight, the Arkham games, and we're not getting a proper one by the main studio again, from what I know. So yeah, this looks like a good alternative.
So what, is there a new Spider-Man? What is it going to be like, Spider-Man 2 sort of thing?
Spider-Man Arkham City.
It's basically Spider-Man, but done a lot better. It's like a typical, like the way same way Batman was done, but with Spider-Man's moves.
Tarantula Man.
Well, that would be good. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. Yeah, it looks really, really well done.
I'm just going to go and switch my my veg off on the oven. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Excellent. Any thoughts on Peter's veg?
I don't know. What's he got?
Two.
What are you
Two
gonna
of
think?
them, I imagine.
Carrots. Okay, he's going to carrots, potatoes, maybe a bit of cabbage.
Maybe it's going to be a bit different. Maybe he's got some butternut squash or some swede.
Oh, I don't know. He doesn't sound like a sort of Swede person. I mean, he's more rustic. I mean, maybe a yam if he's really pretentious.
Or some kale.
Oh, I'm back. I've burnt the living crap out of it.
Oh no!
What we were questioning what vegetables you're actually using.
Oh, what I tell you what, I got a those wonky veg boxes from Asda.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They always
like,
sold out by the time I
I
got.
just chopped pretty much an entire box and chucked it into a pan.
So it's a mixed.
So you don't even know what vegetables are in there because
No, I just kind of chopped up and lugged it in with some stock and cooked it.
Oh, so you're making a soup, are you? Or
Oh, kind of like a stewy thing. It's not. It's all right actually. It's not. It looks all right.
can't have a stew without meat, Pete.
Well, I don't eat meat, so you know.
Vegetables.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Oh, there.
Do you not eat meat? I'm learning lots about you.
No, I don't.
Well, just
okay.
that.
Why not?
Oh, you know how you feel about dogs being eaten in other countries. I just apply that to all animals. That's
Oh,
why.
okay.
Fair enough.
That's fair enough.
So, next topic.
Yeah.
Obviously the big news in retro gaming news, I suppose, at the moment is the SNES Classic, or just to piss everyone off, the SNES
It's like
Classic.
nails on a chalkboard for Americans.
SNES Classic.
So, did anyone here get one? I've got one coming.
I don't know if I've managed to get one or not. I pre-ordered one from Argos, so I went up today and sort of you could pre-order one, but they allowed you to order multiple copies as well. So I don't know.
Yeah,
If
their website was going all sorts of weird as well. It was kind of not checking out and bizarre.
Not for you, Kim?
No, I think it looks really good. I just don't usually pre-order things.
well, you're the fool then, aren't you? Because you're not going to get one now. So.
No, most likely not. But hey,
You leave a comment earlier saying you'll wait for them to come down in price before you get one.
yeah. They'll still be on the shelves in a couple of years.
They will not.
They'll be on the shelves.
Nintendo reckon
it'll
they will
be 30
be.
quid discount. it won't. It'll be on the shelves for like 2 months. If that.
I've actually managed to pre-order 3, so you can have one, Kim.
Yeah, I'll do you a deal twice the price.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mates rates, yeah.
You wait till
like-
next year, he'll sell it to you for a tenner.
yeah. I might have to cancel some because they kind of popped up on
Don't
Smith.
cancel them, mate. Don't cancel them.
Yeah, the thing is, I've ordered one from in collection in store in bloody Bangor in Wales. So that's like a 600-mile
long
round trip for me.
bloody nostalgia critic hasn't picked up his Super Nintendo yet. Fucking scammed me.
So why 3 then? Why have you got 3?
Well,
See, what's
because-
guaranteed getting an order? That's what it is.
Yeah, I went on Smith's Toys, and the only one where I could order it from was Bangor in Wales. So I got that, and then later in the day, or the next day, it appeared in stock in Norwich. So I pre-ordered that one, and then it was cheaper in Argos, so I pre-ordered that one with the intention of cancelling the other 2. But
Don't cancel it because you might regret it later when they say sorry we overstocked or something.
well, yeah, because Argos haven't confirmed the order yet.
I just checked the website because I had to do that and it said it was confirmed there. I didn't get an email.
Oh, really?
I actually went into store and they still had 9 pre-orders left, and I got 2 incoming.
Was that a game?
Nice.
Game. You ordered 2 from Game.
Yep.
Did you have to put a
Wow.
£10 deposit, or was it?
No.
To 50.
£50 deposit.
Nice.
Okay, now.
£50.
And then also it was £80, I think, isn't it? The
70 from Argos.
it was 70 from Nintendo as well if you buy it direct. Found out after.
So even the shops are price gouging. Game are always scumbags with price gouging.
They said they're doing it to try and stop the scalpers.
But that's not going to stop them if they're going to charge 300 quid for one. I don't care. If they charge 150, they're still going to make a profit on the bloody things.
Yeah.
They're just feathering their own nests with that shit. Bollocks. I mean, they were asking for like 35 quid for amiibos at one point.
Yeah, they were. I remember that. Yeah. I'm just looking up what the actual games are on there, but obviously the big one is Star Fox 2, isn't it?
Yeah, Star Fox. Yeah, that was a shock. And,
that was a big shock. Yeah,
and plus it makes me the fact that Star Fox 2 is on there kind of annoys me. It's like being a Sega fan. Well, no, not directly. It's not like, Star Fox 2, that should have never come out. But it's like Nintendo is so good, obviously, at archiving all their stuff.
Yeah.
Like, because clearly it's like because I know that Star Fox 2, there's like a beta out of it, and you can play it online.
Yeah.
And it's close to finished, but not. But clearly, Nintendo still have, like, probably a pretty much finished version that they're going to release on this. And so it's like they must still have, like, everything that they've done.
They have. They've got, like, that Mario's Excite Bike, haven't they?
Yeah,
and
whereas
like
fucking Sega just, like, stuck all the code. Well, no, not sit on it. They just stuck all the bloody code of all their classic games into a fire, probably, and wiped their asses with it. Like, I mean, everyone wants, like, Panzer Dragoon Saga from them or whatever, but never going to get it because they don't have the source code anymore.
That's and what's his name? Shenmue. They couldn't. Was it that Shenmue? They couldn't do an original HD port or something because they've lost the source code.
All stuff like that because they're just useless in that regard. There's loads of companies.
They really are.
They do treat their IPs like shit. But, look, we're going to bring out the same Mega Drive games over and over again for the rest of eternity. Yeah.
I can't wait to get to that.
Yeah, I can't wait to play Kid Chameleon for the 15th billion times.
Yeah, woohoo.
I tell you what, if Sega did do something and they'd done it right, and I don't mean like sending it off to another company to make some crappy, Sega console that's got Streets of Rage written all over it, but a proper one with maybe a weird little amiibo gimmick, I would fall for it and I'd buy it. I'd love to have proper Sega official, like, figurines and stuff that I could play. Imagine that'd be the way, that'd be your cartridge or something, buy a little Streets of Rage figure and then you can play Streets of Rage in HD.
That would be a banker.
I'd be all about that. And
Sega have always been about making money though, haven't they? I mean, even with Sonic, that was just like an in-house competition to beat Nintendo, and they got lucky, and it's all about, they're just driven by money, whereas Nintendo seemed to be driven by money, but less.
They're just more intelligent about it.
Yeah. Except when it comes to copyright strikes, when they're a bunch of dicks.
Well, Sega are just as bad. I mean, when they done that Shining in the Darkness thing, weren't they?
Wasn't that just one guy, though? Like some rogue person in the company?
I can't remember. It was from the Japanese
like general policy, but yeah, it was just some guy was just like, and got a bit overzealous.
So what do you think of the actual list of games? I mean, obviously Star Fox 2 is the big surprise there. I wasn't expecting to see things like Contra 3, and Castlevania 4. They're probably the two big standouts for me.
Yeah, I think it's a bloody good list. Better than honestly, for me, better than like the NES's list. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think there's like a couple of games, like obviously people obviously think, Chrono Trigger is probably the big one. I think that a lot of people miss. Generally, games in there are very good, and it's also good because there's a lot of Super FX stuff on there.
Is there? I thought it was only just Star Fox 1 and 2.
Yoshi's Island as well.
Oh, okay. I was hoping the Stunt Race effects would be on there because I quite like that game.
Shouldn't Contra 3 be Probotector, really?
It should be. That's what I was going to say. I moaned about it on Twitter the other day that it's a really lazy selection because all the games on the list are the American names for it, and half the games didn't even come out over here. I mean, we never got Earthbound. We never got Mario RPG.
No.
But that's probably where it's going to knock up the price of the old scalpers over here, because it's obviously the only way you're going to have an official copy of Star Fox 2, but like those games in PAL as well. So, well, probably not PAL, 'cause it's the American ROM. Probably.
Yeah, it'll be 60.
I've got the list of games here. I mean, obviously you've got your Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Legend of Zelda, F-Zero, and Super Metroid. I mean, they were all incredibly obviously going to be on there. Mm-hmm. But Street Fighter 2, I think that's probably the biggest third-party game for the SNES. So yeah, that's good to be on there.
Turbo, it's on there, is it?
Yes, it is. It's a bit
Turbo,
of
Not Super Street Fighter.
Like Turbo. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Mm-hmm. Super Punch Out, Castlevania 4, Donkey Kong Country, Mega Man X, Kirby Superstar, Final Fantasy 3. Isn't that the wrong Final Fantasy? I'm not a Final Fantasy fan.
Final Fantasy 3 is Final Fantasy 6.
Yeah.
Did you watch the AVGN video where meticulously goes through the listage of the lineage of the Final Fantasy games. God,
Must have missed it.
you don't know anything.
The angry video game nerd is chronologically confused.
Yes.
Kirby's Dream Course, the original Star Fox, obviously Yoshi's Island, Super Mario RPG, Contra 3, I'm well excited about that. Secret of Mana, Earthbound, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which is fantastic, that game.
I would quite like to see Final Fight on there, just because it's not a great conversion, but I just like that game.
Well, apparently there is a version that exists with the extra level put in and Guy, but they never released it.
Really?
Really?
Yes. Well, actually, the factory level is actually in the original Final Fight game, but it's just a load of graphical garbage because they never put graphics in. Because somebody hacked the game and it's actually there, but they never implemented it properly.
Interesting. I thought it was quite a good. It wasn't bad for the SNES.
Well, it's the first ever fighting game. It's like the first beat 'em up you ever probably bought, unless you're stupid and bought Pit Fighter.
I quite like Pit Fighter.
Not the Super Nintendo one. It's terrible.
I like the
No,
Master
God.
System version, which is
This
even
one's
worse.
one of the worst ever. Mega Drive is all right, as far as Pit Fighter goes.
Mega Drive's probably the best console.
I remember loving it. I remember loving it.
Lynx was pretty good too.
Oh.
They had the
For the system
zooming.
it's on, yeah.
Have you seen the Japanese lineup of the Super Famicom Mini?
Yeah,
Is it
that's got a couple of different ones on it,
games,
yeah.
is it?
Yeah, I know.
It's got a nice box.
I think it's got Mystical Ninja, the Japanese
Yeah, that's
one.
what I'm gutted about. They got Mystical Ninja. I love that game as a kid. But they've also got ones he thought would be on the Western one, like Super Soccer.
Oh, really?
That's a bit strange.
Maybe they got them mixed up.
Actually, there's no Pilot Wings. I'm surprised there's no. Is it Pilot Wings on the list?
No, I said,
No.
Pilot Wings is gone. Yeah.
That's a weird omission.
Kind of surprised the Japanese one doesn't have a Dragon Quest on it. Because that's massive over there. Maybe they just
I'll have
couldn't get it.
I'll tell you another naughty thing that I'm actually really excited about with this is it's really easy to link your Wii controllers to your PC. And these perfect controllers link into the bottom of the Wii controller, from what I can tell. So you'll be able to play, you have your SNES controller working, emulating on your PC. Naughty Dan, but yeah, well excited about that. It's almost like having an official controller for your PC.
The other two exclusive games for the Japanese one is Fire Emblem and Panel de Pon.
What's Panel de Pon?
My favourite games.
Panel de Pon. That is
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody jumps
probably a
onto
train game or something.
Oh,
Tetris Attack. Tetris
yeah,
Attack.
Ah, yeah.
Tetris Attack.
That's what it was called in the West, yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
a lot more anime girls in it. Yeah, there you go. SNES Classic. As we were talking about Sega, I suppose we'll jump to Sega Forever. Nintendo are doing the SNES Classic, and Sega are doing a Sega Forever. So if anyone out there doesn't know, you can basically download a selection of Sega games. I think at the moment you've got like Sonic 1, there's Comic Zone, there's a few others, Kid Chameleon, Altered
Fantasy
Beast,
Star 2.
Fantasy Star 2, and there's one other, but whatever. You download them, you put them on your phone, and they're completely free. After every level, there's an advert that plays, or you can pay £1.99 and get the non-advert version.
Is it £1.99 per game, or is it for the whole?
No, I'm pretty sure it's £1.99 per game.
Yeah.
£1.99.
Oh,
One
stop
that
that
per
then.
game.
Oh, I thought it's for the whole lot. Oh.
No.
In theory, I think it's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, in theory.
In theory, I think it's a really good idea. I played a little
But
bit of
that's just
Sonic
a
1 earlier.
theory, Dan.
Again! So I played it on, I've got a little Bluetooth controller. I was playing Sonic 1. It seemed fine, but
Oh yeah, the Sonic
That's
one.
the-
The Sonic 1 port is great.
yeah,
It's,
it seems absolutely fine.
That's
The
the
rest.
it's the
Whitehead, yeah.
Christian Whitehead's version that came out a couple of years ago. It's brilliant. It's like it's widescreen proper. It's all redone basically.
Yeah, you done it
It's
from the ground up.
fantastic. Unfortunately, all the rest of the games are emulator.
Yeah, and badly emulated.
Uses Unity,
Horribly
doesn't it?
emulated. Yeah, Unity wrapper, 30 FPS, shit. And I was when Sega came out like not too long ago, and said, "Oh yeah, we're going to be bringing back like loads of their classics." I was thinking, okay, cool, yeah. I mean, I know obviously Dad had done it before, but you know, you always just end up getting suckered in by it. And
Yeah, I do.
so I was
It's just the same gamers over and over again.
yeah, I know. It's just going to be the same games. I mean, apparently they're going to release new games every 2 weeks, and it's not just Mega Drive ones. Apparently, it's going to be Master System. SG-1000 is apparently on there as well. Just wondering what on earth they'll get off.
Because everybody's got nostalgia for that, haven't they?
Oh god.
Well, I tell you what, one of the best things I heard is that they actually said they might try and bring back the Sega Gaga and actually translate it.
Well, that would be.
And I will be. I don't care. I'll pay the money for that one.
I mean, Saturn and
wanted to
Dreamcast,
play that,
they're saying as well.
Yeah.
And they're saying that anything Saturn and Dreamcast will be ports and not emulated.
Well,
But he also did say that'd be years down the line.
This is what Sega are good at, though, isn't it? It's just milking.
yeah, but they'll have to given up by then. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I don't.
The hype will have
see it
died down.
Well.
But I did notice. Since I've been doing like a lot of my videos, for instance, when I try and find like Choo Choo Rocket in the store, and that was like maybe a year ago I did that video, I could never find it. So expect to see these games pop up in the Sega Forever like little cast. I mean, obviously all of Christian Whitehead's ports are going to be in there. I'm excited to play Sonic CD again, his version of that. But yeah, what a shame. It's such a good idea.
Like the emulate ones, the sound on them is so bad. Like I looked at Phantasy Star 2 for a bit. It's painful to listen to. Like it's all out of tune and so low quality. And it's just like, ugh. Why do Sega just constantly? I mean, Sega, if they, as you were saying earlier, like if they released some console and like did like an amiibo thing where like you had, I don't know, a little amiibo of like Blaze and put it on and then you could play Streets of Rage, that would sell loads.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, people like Sega for their hardware. They always did, didn't they? That's what they were good
Instead of just relying on this cheap shit, like the cheap at-game stuff. And it's like, yeah, I mean, people do buy that stuff. I mean, I know they do, but they could do so much better.
Even if Sega did a Kickstarter for a new console, that, and got the money up front, that would make loads of money.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be good. It'd make my job easier. We get that on the Kick Scammers episode.
that just, God, pipe dream.
Yeah.
What was it? If they ever do another console, be like that bloody Atari box, it's just going to be an Android-based system.
Has any more details come out on exactly what that is? Because I've done some things on it,
and I've not heard any more. They just show you what the box, what the console actually looks like.
Yeah, and it's
is it like
paneling.
Is it an Atari Jaguar box?
No, it's a wood panelled box.
Oh, nice, very American.
Ooh.
Yeah, no one knows if it's gonna have like just like 2600 games on it, or if it's gonna be like a sort of hybrid type thing, whether it's got like newer versions of the older games or what.
If it had Lynx games on it, I'd be tempted. But
and Hyperkin are coming out with a retro, with like an Atari 2600 type retro one as well.
Yeah, retro 76 or something. It's called.
Yeah, 77. That's it.
It looks quite nice as well, doesn't it?
Nice. And
it's people are just jumping on the bandwagon, aren't they, and just trying to make money. You just need. Like the new Spectrum Next, you could see that was a quality product, and then they've really thought about that and worked on it.
Yeah, I like the Vega Plus.
Oh god,
oh god, yeah.
That's a long subject. Thing is, it is going to be in one of the bigger movies of the year. Like Atari are in, they're advertising Atari again in the new Blade Runner,
and they're also going to be in that Ready Player One as well.
So yeah, it's
but
big year
in
for
Ready
Atari.
Player One, they said they're not going to have the DeLorean in Ready Player One.
Oh,
Which is ridiculous.
Okay.
No, apparently it's Spielberg. He doesn't want it in there,
Really?
and it's so bizarre because he wasn't down to direct it in the first place.
I don't know.
Never mind. So yeah, in short, well, not in short, but Sega Forever. Yeah, it's a great idea, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done on it.
Well, it's too late now as well, because they were supposed to use a RetroArch engine to emulate all their games, but they wouldn't accept, since it's an open source engine, that they wouldn't accept letting their coding be put on public domain. So that's why they get into a big argument and sort of said, sod it, we'll go into Unity instead.
Well, Unity's the layer over the top of the emulator, isn't it, that they're using?
Yes, and it's some cheap emulator, whatever the emulator is just trash. I mean, and you can get, I've got on my phone, I've got like md.emu, and and I have all the Mega Drive games on it, and they run at full speed.
You can get Happy Chick as well. That's another one.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few.
I couldn't believe it when I downloaded
All of
that
which are better.
What is this? Is this illegal? What am I doing? But I'm happy for Sega to do this. I'd be happy to give them money, on the odd game that I'm up playing again on my Bluetooth controller, all that sort of thing. But I'm definitely not going to be playing a crap version of a game.
Yeah.
Like, never. That's going to be,
They need to come out.
I've already owned it about 5 times.
They need to come out with something we've not seen before, like from all of these re-releases. Like, they can't just have the same old Mega Drive games and like the Saturn and Dreamcast stuff be just like, oh yeah, it's Space Channel 5 again or Virtua Fighter. It needs to be something we've not seen for ages.
What do you mean, like an unreleased game, or
not an unreleased game, but like something again. Although this probably won't happen, like Panzer Dragoon Saga.
Well, they've never re-released Knuckles Chaotix.
Yeah,
before.
Something like that, and they need to be decent ports.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a shame. Get old Christian Whitehead on the Knuckles Chaotix. That won't be a waste of his time. I'll tell you what was good about Sega Forever though is the marketing. The advert was obviously brilliant.
The trailer was fantastic.
I was so happy when I got that tape through the post.
Have you listened to it?
The tape.
Nope.
Nobody's got a bloody tape player anymore.
I
got one of those from
Tecmo's
Oldie.
got a couple.
Yeah,
I
I picked up the same tape player from Oldie, and I was doing a video about my old Sega mixtapes. And when everyone started getting these Sega Forever tapes, I was like, well, where's mine? What?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
doing a video on
famous. I
mixtapes.
demand my free tape.
Yeah, where's my tape, man?
I am internet celebrity. Belgium,
Don't you
where's
know?
my...
It would have just been perfect, but obviously I'm probably not a target channel for Sega, so I asked them anyway, and they sent me a tape. So
Oh, that's all right then.
I was happy with that.
They sent Nintendo Life a packet of cornflakes as well. Sega thing, didn't they? Yeah.
They're so weird, aren't they? What they sent out? They sent out with crazy taxi gazillion there. They sent you a bottle of water and some mints.
Yeah, I don't even get the relation between that and taxi services. I mean,
What kind of mints?
just those white ones you get in a little tin, you know.
Just be
You
able.
got them in a
That's
tin.
exciting. It's not Sega.
You got them in a tin.
Yeah.
See,
What?
you got them in a tin.
Well, I'm-
Ashin's got them in a tub, and I got smints.
Plebs get all the shit, didn't they? So,
See, I reckon if we all got together, maybe there's a secret message here somewhere.
oh,
But also maybe not. I've actually got it in front of me. You got a sticker for your window in your car of Mega Incorporation or whatever they're called. Is it Mega? Oh, Prestige Mega Corporation, which is the evil taxi company in the game. And a little bit of paper that says, "Don't download the app when it comes out at this particular time on this particular day." You know?
right then.
So yeah, I love what they did. I'm so happy with my tape. It's
It
like
is
the
nice.
ultimate
It's nice to
pointless thing to have, but I love it.
What the main thing I'd love to see with retro gaming is if they do some sort of vinyl resurgence where they actually re-release brand new games for their old systems. And I don't know why they've not done that yet because they're so cheap to make, so easy to do now.
What do you mean? What?
There'd be a market for it for sure.
Yeah, they make like a Streets of Rage 4 and release it on cartridge for the Mega Drive.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I mean, they can have a massive cartridge now, like 100 megabytes, quite easily.
I actually thought you meant like a massive physical cartridge for a second.
Oh, what,
Neo Geo size.
Yeah.
There's some fan-made games over 100 megabytes. I think was it 300 megabytes for that that other one?
That RPG for the Mega Drive you're thinking of?
Yeah, there's an
Yes,
RPG
have
for the Mega. Yeah, that's like 300 megabytes on cartridge.
I think
Are
so,
they
yeah.
bits on there? Megabits.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, they could easily put all this memory on there, even put brand new chips on there to make it do stuff it couldn't possibly do beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would definitely, again, that all these things would be a thing. Do Nintendo do stuff like that still?
No.
No, they don't release games for old consoles. No.
Ah.
Yeah, they just bring out a newer, smaller version of the old console.
I mean, could you imagine if they released Star Fox 2 on cartridge? People would go insane for
They
it.
would, wouldn't they? And like Tech Toy,
They did that limited.
They did them, yeah, Mega Drive, didn't they, with an SD slot? So
Yeah, they did. It's
Hey.
it looks authentic. It's still pretty much the same sort of thing that's always been on the Tech Toy one.
Oh,
Yeah.
there isn't a slot for the side. You can't take it off and attach it to your Mega CD.
can't you?
Oh no, it's an emulator on a chip still.
But even if they brought it out over here, that would still do very well.
Well, they need to have an HDMI on the back of it because at the moment it doesn't. It's still
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
just
Brazil
mod it a little bit.
composite,
Or
yeah. Just I mean the fact that there is no Sega thing with HDMI out is annoying.
It's criminal. It's absolutely criminal. It's disgusting. It is something. So you got that SNES Classic that's out now. Where are they going to go from here? Are they going to actually do the N64 next?
Of course, it's not that much more difficult. I mean,
that's one of the harder things to emulate, isn't it?
It's possibly. I mean, if they got a console that can do it, they'll be able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. You can emulate it on a Raspberry Pi, can't you? Raspberry Pi 3.
Unfortunately, not going to have very many games on there, are they? I mean, they can't have GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie and stuff like that.
I mean, they'd still be able to have, there's all the Mario ones, obviously. They'd have all of those. I guess, like Smash as well.
Mario Party.
Pokemon.
Have, whatever that Yoshi game is.
Silvereye.
I was never the biggest fan of the N64 back in the day. I was a PlayStation kid, and going back to the N64 now, I find it a very hard console to get into. I think that's the thing though with
so blurry now, isn't it, as well?
That's the thing with
smoothing
Nintendo consoles. For instance, with Mario Kart, I can't ever imagine ever going back before Mario Kart 8. Saying that the GameCube one was good, but that was a different style of game. But you know, I don't want to play Mario 64 or the Mario Kart 64 or that Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo, because Mario Kart 8 is just such a good game, you know, and that's what they tend to do. Like the latest Mario game is better than the one before it, and I'm like, I don't want to play that one before now. This one's so good, and I find it so hard.
The original still.
Yeah, I love the original.
It didn't have the blue shell.
It's just you, Daniel.
It's just me.
I think when you get past the Super Nintendo, you get to a world where the games are pretty much very similar to modern games, but just crapper graphics. Whereas the 16-bit and before period is a very different type of game, very pixelated. So I'm not sure how well. I never get to the urge to play games after sort of a 16-bit era, really.
What if they'd ever do something like a handheld type one, like sort of classic stuff?
A Game Boy and
GBA.
Yeah,
but then that would just literally be a Game Boy again, because there wouldn't be a thing about plugging that into your telly, would it? Really?
No, unless you added like Super Game Boy to the SNES Mini, Super Game Boy Mini.
Yeah, there you go. Unless they just start doing them again, they do a NES Classic 2 and the SNES Classic 2, and they add different games to it, because you can't expand these game selections at all. So
not officially, no.
No, you can hack them, can't you?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can, because somebody's managed to put Dreamcast games on it.
It's interesting how much extra power they have under the hood. That's quite interesting. I don't know why.
It almost makes those 25 or whatever games like, why didn't you give me more games?
Yeah.
Give me 100. Give me the entire library.
Well, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? 20 does seem a bit limited. It seems a bit.
Well, there's going to be loads of space to put more in. I mean, so you can easily put the entire library of the NES on the NES Mini.
Yes.
So you'd probably be able to get at least 75% of everything on there.
I'd have thought so. I mean, officially it'd be a licensing nightmare, but yeah, unofficially I'm sure there'll be ways.
You think they'd have put like a slot in the back where you could buy like a new compilation of games and just add them on?
The game key.
Yeah.
This is where they should link it up with all their amiibos. All those people with amiibos, you know, put it on there, and now I'm playing, you know, a different Zelda game or something.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Sell those amiibos more, definitely. Which then would relate to sales of the Switch as well. Silly Nintendo.
Basically, they should just come to us first, shouldn't they? Come to us, ask us, and then
give us a job.
They'll be fine. Yeah.
I was chatting to the Game Lords.
Who?
No, the Game Lords.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I got a free television out of that when I was working for Game Network years and years ago. I wrote to LG and see if I could sort of like wrangle a free televisions. You know, if I promote it on. If I get went to like 50-inch plasma, and this is like when they're $4,000, and I wrote to them and I said, can you possibly get me one and advertise it on television? And he said, all right, where you work for? And I work for Game Network. And about 5 minutes later, they said, oh yeah, we love it. We're all open to that. We're very progressive at Game Network.
Wow.
But Game Network. So yeah. So I got a free telly because they deserve me. So, yeah.
Nice.
Is that where the inspiration for the name of this podcast come from?
No. It's just that was an old joke. Easily there.
Okay. Well, there you go then. And I suppose that brings us to the end. We were going to talk about the Steam sale, but has anyone bought anything else in the Steam sale? I haven't.
I've not even looked. It's all bloody crap. I'm just waiting for Battlegrounds to go down in price, and I'll buy that.
I bought Shadow of Mordor like most other people because it was £4. I'm never going to play it, but I bought it.
You got here just for the Cockney Orcs. Hello,
Cockney
I
Orcs.
saw you killed my brother, you wanker.
Did they get you to voice them?
Oh, I should do.
I bought that game 3 years ago and I still haven't played it.
Oh,
I know.
That's the story of pretty much 90% of my Steam games.
it's like
Does,
a fast-paced version of Assassin's Creed, really.
Is it?
I
there you go,
also had
guys.
good things about it, but yeah.
No, you definitely want to play it because the sequel's coming out soon as well.
Oh shit.
And that's got Australian orcs in it.
See, I've got Total War Warhammer, and I thought I'll play that next week or something, and then like I saw an advert for the second game. I was like, oh bloody hell! I've only just bought that. I thought it's just these games just they just get away with themselves, don't they? We just lose time.
Totally.
So many games left go unplayed.
Well, I've just looked on there, and for $7.49 you can get one of the greatest games of all time, Ori and the Blind Forest. So make sure.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm surprised it hasn't been free on PSN yet.
You can get the Sniper Ghost Warrior
so it's only on
franchise as well,
Xbox.
50 to 80%. Just like to throw that out there.
The Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures for 39p. Oh no, that's the film. Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie for 39p.
On Steam?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't know they sell movies on Steam.
Yeah, they sell a bunch of movies now and like documentaries and stuff.
No, the game's £3.19. There you go. So, yeah, there you go. I suppose we'll end it there. But thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in to the Game Lords podcast. I am Daniel Ibbotson. You can find me on YouTube by searching Daniel Ibbotson or Slopes Game Room. And everyone else, take the floor.
I'm Nostalgia Nerd. You can find me by Nostalgia Nerd.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, like, whatever. Do that.
Do all of that stuff. What about you, Larry?
I'm Larry, obviously. I'm over at youtube.com/Larry. And you can rate and comment and subscribe and give me 5 stars. All there and lovely stuff.
Yeah. And finally, Kim Justice.
Okay, well, you can find me on YouTube if you search Kim Justice, obviously. Do loads of things, like 5 stars. Rate, like, dislike even if you want it. It doesn't really matter as far as YouTube goes. I'm on Twitter and Facebook and all that good stuff as well, so go follow me now.
There you go.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay.
So thank you very much for tuning in to the Game Lords. This is our first, like I say, pilot episode. You may never even hear it. We don't know if we're going to put it up yet. We're going to maybe iron out all those awkward pauses in the future and stuff. But maybe we'll keep them in, because we're those sort of people. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. And bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.
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 What do you reckon?
I thought it was shit.